In the world of football, there are managers, and then there are legends. Men who do not just coach teams, they build dynasties, inspire generations, and etch their names into the fabric of sporting history. This is the story of one such man. The greatest manager Manchester United, and perhaps football itself, has ever known. This is the story of Sir Alex Ferguson. Born on the 31st of December 1941 in Govan, Glasgow, a working-class shipbuilding district of Scotland, Alexander Chapman Ferguson learned early the values of hard work, discipline, and resilience. Ferguson began his footballing career as a player, a determined striker known for his tenacity. He played for several Scottish clubs including Queen's Park, St Johnstone, Dunfermline Athletic, and most notably, Rangers. But destiny had bigger plans for Ferguson, not as a player, but as a mastermind on the touchline. At just 32 years old, Alex Ferguson began his managerial career with East Stirlingshire in 1974. His impact was immediate. Players quickly realized this was no ordinary coach. But it was at St Mirren and then Aberdeen where his true genius began to shine. At Aberdeen, Ferguson broke the old firm's stranglehold on Scottish football. In 1983, against all odds, Ferguson led Aberdeen to one of their greatest triumphs, the European Cup Winners' Cup, defeating the mighty Real Madrid in the final. It was clear Ferguson was destined for greatness. On November 6, 1986, Manchester United, struggling and far from their former glory, took a chance. They appointed Alex Ferguson as manager. What followed would change football history forever. The early years were tough. United were inconsistent. Some called for Ferguson's head. By 1990, after 3 trophyless seasons, even the fans were losing patience. But then came the turning point. The 1990 FA Cup. A run to the FA Cup final gave Ferguson a lifeline. In a hard-fought replay, United defeated Crystal Palace and lifted the trophy.
Cup tie was one of these games in which you say to yourself, well, you could bottle that and give it to the fans every week. You'd love it, because the whole thing was just carnival. Supporters mixed with each other, 3-3 after extra time, game end to end, hitting posts, disallowed goals, penalty claims, and everything you can think of in a cup tie.
Manchester United have won the FA Cup and equalled the record of 7 outright wins. Paris slumped to the ground. Manchester United celebrate Alex Ferguson's first major trophy at Old Trafford. Thanks to a goal by a home-produced player who spent £13 million, and the man who got the goal didn't cost a penny. The England captain outstanding, and Manchester United have the time to console unhappy Palace players who've given so much on.
That victory saved Ferguson's job. More importantly, it ignited the belief that United could rise again. Over the next 2 decades, Sir Alex Ferguson would build not just a team, but a dynasty. He developed young talents like Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, David Beckham, Gary Neville, the famed class of '92, blending them with world-class players like Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Wayne Rooney.
What he said to me when I first got into the team, listen, don't do anything different, just do what you've been doing. That's why you're in the first team. That's why I picked you. Don't do anything different.
When I first joined Manchester United, when I first stepped into Old Trafford, and I walked to Sir Alex Ferguson's office, and I could smell Sir Matt Busby's pipe through the corridors and in the office. That kind of smell reminds me of Sir Matt Busby. I was very lucky to meet him.
Everyone loved him there in the club. He invited everyone to come for a lunch, for a cup of tea. English cup of tea. So it was a family. It was a family with him.
His philosophy: hard work, discipline, attacking football, and most of all, a winning mentality. Under Ferguson, Manchester United dominated English football. 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 2 UEFA Champions League titles, Intercontinental Cup, FIFA Club World Cup, the list goes on. Perhaps the most iconic moment, the treble-winning season of 1998 to 1999. No English club had ever won the Premier League, FA Cup, and UEFA Champions League in the same season. But Ferguson's United did the impossible. May 26, 1999, the Champions League final in Barcelona. Trailing Bayern Munich 1-0 with just minutes to go. Then, Teddy Sheringham, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 2 late goals. The most dramatic comeback in European Cup history. United were champions of Europe and Ferguson immortalized. Football, bloody hell.
Manchester United have reached the promised land. Ole Solskjaer, the 2 substitutes, have scored the 2 goals in stoppage time, and the treble looms large.
Well, the value of Sheringham's head work, and that's great opportunity. Floating corner, he's hit some great corners, little touch.
History is made. Manchester United are the champions of Europe again, and nobody will ever win a European Cup final more dramatically than this.
Throughout his reign, Ferguson thrived on rivalry. His battles with Arsene Wenger's Arsenal defined an era. His duels with Liverpool, Chelsea, and later Manchester City fueled his relentless pursuit of success. And let's not forget the psychological warfare. Ferguson's famous mind games became legendary. Even into his 70s, Ferguson showed no signs of slowing down. In 2008, United conquered Europe again, defeating Chelsea in a dramatic penalty shootout in Moscow.
This is the football, you know. I score a goal in a game, but I missed the penalty. Well, this has happened in the players, but I feel very proud for the lads. The lads believe all the time, and the lads deserve to win the Champions League.
Well, it doesn't matter who you beat if you've got 150 games, a long time. But I know they did well. Good concentration at the back. They defended very, very well. And I think it was key to it, really, because we get back to that foundation of not giving away goals, and we can do well.
In 2013, after 26 glorious years, Sir Alex Ferguson announced his retirement, bowing out as a champion with his 13th Premier League title. His final message was simple, but powerful. I've been very fortunate. I've had the support of the best football club in the world. Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy is unmatched. 38 major trophies, countless records broken, hundreds of players nurtured. But beyond the silverware, his legacy lives in the spirit of Manchester United. Resilience, belief, attacking football, and the refusal to give up. Old Trafford's Sir Alex Ferguson stand, the statue outside the stadium, the respect of millions. These are testaments to a life dedicated to football.
When it comes to the mark, your standards have been set long ago, and they're not going to accept that from any Aberdeen team.
The one important thing about management, you've got to be able to make decisions that are unpopular. But no, you're right. But that's part of the job, and I think I can do that.
Managers come and go, but legends live forever. Sir Alex Ferguson, the greatest there ever was, the man who turned dreams into history.
But first of all, it's a thank you to Manchester United, not just the directors, not just the medical staff, the coaching staff, the players, the supporters. It's all of you. You have been the most fantastic experience of my life. Thank you.
For more football documentaries and stories of legends, subscribe to the channel.